Hey guys, Ashton here. Yes, I know I have not posted in a while. Yes, I'm wearing a Yeet shirt. Um, and before we start this video, I kind of want to give off a few things, a few pointers here, about what's going on with the channel. First off, the reason why I haven't uploaded is because I'm scared. I'm scared that whenever I do upload a video, then like they'll ask like, "Hey, are you 18?" And then I'd be like, I'd be fucked, you know. But I feel like that this situation, I feel like I should give my opinion on it because this is a major situation, and I also want to give off some other thing like something else, and that's racism. A ton of people are bringing in the race card for this. I don't know why. It is a man beating another man to death. Or not beating, but like or not beating uh it is a man beating another man almost to death. That's what I meant to say. Um I don't think there should be any reason for there to be a race card in this. Um I'm not going to bring race into this. A ton of people, for some reason, is bringing up racism or race in this. And the only reason why is because it's a black man beating up a white man. Like, guys, there's no reason for race to be called in this. Just take it as it is, and not bring their their skin color into this. It's fucking stupid. Um, So I'm not going to bring any race to this. It's like I said, fucking stupid. So we'll just go on to the video. So if y'all, for some reason, have not heard this situation, um, it is Raja Jackson, who's the son of Rampage Jackson, and I'm trying to get the timeline of events correct here. So Raja Jackson was streaming. He was streaming a indie pro wrestling event where he ran into this guy named Psycho Stu. And Psycho Stu saw the cameras and he thought that he was a worker. And when I say worker, I'm like, yeah, just a worker. He thought he was a worker. So then he hits him with a beer can, and then he says, "Whoa, you're not gonna sell it." And then Roger Jackson starts acting all tough. He's like, "Oh yeah, fuck you think I am? Oh, what the fuck do you think I am?" Because that's what he always does. He's a little pussy. But you know that's just what it is. Either way, you know, he was just like, you think I'm just gonna take that? You think what's wrong with your ass? Either way, after that, Roger Jackson, or sorry, not Roger Jackson, Psycho Stu, after figuring out he was not a worker, because everybody around him was like, dude, he's not a fucking worker. So after that, he was like, oh, shit, you know, man, I'm so sorry. You know, I thought you were a worker, because Psycho Stu is playing his heel character in this. Especially after seeing the cameras, he probably immediately thought, shit, getting character. So the moment, you know, he started like apologizing, being like, "Man, I'm so sorry. Can you like, you know, I just please accept my apology. You know, like this is totally my fault. I didn't mean to do it." And then Raj Jackson said, "It's okay, man. I get it. It's totally fine." And then some people were like, "Hey, we can make this into a work. You should go in there and just probably like rough him up a bit, and then." You know, get out of the ring, you know, do something and then like leave. And they basically told Psycho Stu, hey, this is what's gonna happen, you know, blah blah blah. And then when the show starts, or before the show starts, Roger Jackson's streaming, and this one other dude says, hey, there's something in this pro wrestling business that we have called a receipt. You should give him one. And I have heard some people misconstrue this and say that Raja Jackson did not know what a receipt was and that he went in there and beated him. That is not true. Because after that, Raja Jackson was in the crowd. And in the crowd, he said, they want me to do this. This is paraphrasing. But basically he said, they want me to do this. But I am instead going to do this. And whenever the time happened, he went in there, picked him up, landed him on his head, knocking him unconscious immediately. Fucking immediately. And then started beating him on his head with just legit punches that were stiff as fuck. And then and then it landed around 27 punches to the head while he's unconscious. And it took them a while to actually get him in. Also, by the way, the person who said the receipt line said he was talking in character. I don't believe that for a fucking bit. So, so far, I have heard from only 2 wrestlers about this situation. I mean, there have been some wrestlers who have, who I haven't heard from, but I'm like 90% sure I know their stance. Like, for example, Chris Jericho. He, whenever Psycho Stu was in the hospital, Chris Jericho donated, I think it was $2,500 to the GoFundMe. But I don't think there's been an official statement from him. But either way, I want to talk about 2 people specifically here, and that's Mark Henry. I completely forgot to look up Mark Henry before I did this video, because I did this with the other wrestler I'm going to talk about here. But Mark Henry said that he's in support of Raja Jackson, saying something like along the lines of, you don't fuck with people, or make sure who you fuck with, or something. Yeah. Personally, I would say misunderstanding something and then getting your ass beat for it almost to death is something that I personally just don't think that deserves death. Is misunderstanding something, which clearly didn't hurt him, by the way, because he was acting all tough afterwards. That's all it was. And he must not have done it as hard, because he said, oh, you're not going to sell it. So he clearly didn't do it as hard for him to, like, not sell it. Or not sell it, but, like, he must not have done it as hard for him to, like, if he was just, like, a regular person, he'd been like, oh, God, and, like, just, like, actually, like, not selling it, but just actually being in pain. But the other wrestler I want to talk about here is Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam is on something. So basically he said, so far, I got Raja's back. Check out my podcast. I did not check out his podcast. So let me know if he says something completely different. But then after that, 2 days later, I was in the car today. And it was either yesterday or today. I was checking Twitter. And this was on my way to school, by the way. That's not important contact. That's just what was happening. I was checking Twitter, and then I see, oh, it's funny you think I condone Raja's action. Dude, you just said, so far I got Raja's back. What the fuck do you mean? And by the way, this is while everything was public. Like, everything that was public, I've already talked about. Nothing new has come out about this situation besides one major update. Psycho Stu is conscious. He is conscious. He is awake, which is fucking amazing. And it's absolutely like, I don't know how. Because, also, by the way, there has been a clip surfacing where after he heard about Raja Jackson's, or not Raja Jackson, but after he heard about Psycho Stu, Raja Jackson was streaming, and he left, and you can see he's wearing a white shirt with blood on it. Most likely Psycho Stu's blood. I don't know whose else blood would that be. I don't know. But he then hears from someone, I don't know who, but he did hear from someone, hey, bro, they're saying he flatlined in the ring. And he said, my bad, bro. yeah, you're fucking bad. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Um, and then he starts cutting an entire promo saying like, they all try to fuck with me. Yeah, they all try to fuck with me. Dude, you went in there like a pussy. You went in there and just picked up a random dude and just started beating the fuck out of him. In a planned spot where he trusted you. And then you beat the fuck out of him. You're a fucking pussy, dude. What the fuck is like I don't get it. You're acting all tough when you did this thing that just makes you seem like a fucking pussy. I mean, I don't know what like any other example to put it. You're a fucking idiot. This is gonna affect your life probably forever. If not in the court eye, definitely in the public eye. I mean, it's genuinely just fucking baffling. It really is, and the fact that you have this manner to just act tough about it. Why? Why are you acting so tough about um about like people telling Psycho Stu about the spot that you're going to do to him, and then whenever the time comes for you to do that spot, you actually start beating him. Like, oh, that makes you so tough, Mr. Sir. That makes you so tough. It's genuinely just so stupid. I don't know why he thinks he's this badass after accepting his apology about doing something that he just misunderstood, and then just like, oh yeah, like, yeah, no, I get it, man. It's like, I 100% get it. It's fine, and then go in there and then try to fucking kill him. Dude, you aren't a fucking badass. You're a little bitch. With that being said, I think that's all I have to say. I'm not too certain if there's anything else to mention here. Yeah, I know, like I said, I know some people, for some fuck-ass reason, is breaking up the race card. Um, Not too much to, not, don't, like, just don't listen to it. I don't think there's any reason to bring up race. I don't think that he beated him up because he's white. Um, and I don't think Mark Henry's in support of him because he's black. I did hear some people say, I actually heard everybody say that. Like, when I looked in the comments, everybody was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know, I see why you're saying this to him. And I was like, dude, just, okay. Oh, I also want to bring this up. If you believe that Raja Jackson's assault on this man, or attempted murder on this man, is staged, you're fucking stupid. I mean, there's no other way to fucking put it. You are a fucking dumbass. It is not staged. Did you watch the fucking video? He's in the hospital. He's in the fucking hospital. It is not staged. Are you fucking stupid? I think that's all the points I want to get out here. I don't think there's any more to this situation. I did hear that, like, Raja Jackson, what's the right word? Allegedly got handed like a police, like is being under investigation or some shit. I'm kind of getting it like fucked up because I just woke up and then I immediately started making this video. Either way, I think that's all I really have to say in this video. Trying to think if there's anything else. If this video does successfully go through to y'all, then I will continue uploading more videos more often than I am currently. But other than that, oh yeah, no, I feel like I should mention this. WWE is going to ESPN, so we're no longer going to talk about the Raja situation. We're talking about WWE ESPN. I am not going to watch WWE on ESPN. I am not going to. I'm just going to be straightforward. I'll add more context later, but basically, I'm not going to watch WWE on ESPN because it's $30. The only time I think I'll watch it is WrestleMania, and no, I will not watch Clash in Paris. So, with that being said, I think that's all I have to say for y'all. I'll see y'all guys next time, and bye.